Taurus, welcome to your reading. For this reading, I'm using the Enchanted Map Oracle. So let's go ahead and see what we have coming up for Taurus. And this is Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I hope everybody's doing great. So let's see what we have coming up here for Taurus. Okay, two more shuffles for Taurus. One more. Okay, please show me Taurus. Give me one card for Taurus. Oh, education. Oh, what's going on? Are we going to school? Are we graduating? What's going on, Taurus? Card number 35, if that means anything to you. Or are you thinking about going back to school, being educated, getting a certificate, continuing your education, you know? Are you a teacher? What's going on? Okay. I believe that you are continuing. That's what it feels like. You're continuing your education. But let's see what it is all about. So let's see what we have here for Taurus. Education. You know, even for me, like I am at this moment, Taurus. I don't have any Taurus in my chart, but just to like give you, I am doing some yoga certifications right now, and it takes a lot of a lot of studying. I already have 200 hours of education in yoga, but I decided to continue it, and as part of that, I am also doing the Yoga Sutras. So even though it is some type of education, it's not like I'm going to school or doing anything like that. It's more like doing a certification online. So let's go ahead and see what we have here for Taurus. I always believe that, I don't know, I'm such a geek. And I think I'm talking to another geek. So this is from one geek to another, okay? But I love to study. I really do. But let's go ahead and see what's going on. The Ace of Swords, absolutely. Clarity, learning, yes. The Queen of Wands, okay. And the Three of Wands. I don't really know what you're showing me. It's like you're showing me three different things, okay? You're showing me a truth right here. Now, the Queen of Wands is just the way that you are presenting yourself. It seems like you're very attractive, very magnetic. The Queen of Wands has a lot of confidence, and you know this. You're like, yep, I know my gig. I know what I do. You may be very attractive and have a very sharp mind as well. All I know is that you're feeling very good. You're feeling very confident, and you're like, I'm good. But here you're either waiting for something or you are expecting something. Okay. So let's see what this is all about. Like I said, I feel like you're showing me three different things. It's like something is on its way, and you know this, you understand this, but you're also feeling very confident about this. So let's see what this is all about. I don't know if this, it has maybe something to do with education. Let's go ahead and see. Show me that Ace of Swords. I believe this Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords is usually clarity, or it is a truth. But it can also be having a very sharp mind. Usually the one that I attribute to having a very sharp mind will be the King of Swords. But let's see what this is all about. Show me the Ace of Swords. some truth, some clarity, being very mindful of something. Show me that. Ace of Swords. The Ten of Cups. The Knight of Wands. The Empress. You know, the Empress is showing up for like every reading that I've done so far. And this is absolutely beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. And like I said, I've seen the Empress for the readings that I've done so far. But what I'm seeing right here is that you have the drive, Taurus, for either a potential relationship, but I see that you're putting all of your creativity into this. You're being very creative. You're holding space. You're being very receptive. You have the drive. You have the push for a relationship. And I believe this relationship is something that is in the horizon. It's not here yet. But you know that this is something that is going to be manifesting. I see that you have a lot of intention into this. You're very sharp about it. And yes, a lot of passion, drive, that oomph energy that pushes us forward, which is very passionate and is very, it's got direction and it has a purpose. It has a destination, and you're putting all of your energy, creativity into this. So show me more. This is beautiful. Show me more about this. I mean, you're showing me education here, but let's see. What else is here? Are you learning? Well, this is not learning about someone. One more shuffle. Let's see. This is very powerful, though. We have Justice. We have the Hanged Man. Wow, and the World. About time is what I'm getting here. About time. Okay, Taurus. I believe there is a situation right now in which you need to see things from a different perspective. And I believe that this is where you are trying to be very mindful about it. It's almost like you have to surrender to a situation and look at it from a different perspective in order to make a decision about it. It's time to close a cycle right here. That's how I feel. And you know, whenever we see the World card, it's about closing cycles and opening new ones as well. So I believe that whatever the situation is, you're trying to be fair about it. You're trying to see things from a different perspective, and you just want to, you know, like move on and let go. Like I said, there is a surrender here. Whenever we see the Hanged Man, there is really not much more that he can do about a situation. The only thing that he can say is like, listen, I surrender, I give up, it's out of my hands. But it's time for this cycle right here to come to an end. And it's almost like you have to say here, I believe this situation, you have to see it from a different perspective in order to see that it is fair. But you have to be more objective about it than you are being subjective, if that makes sense. So I believe that based on how you have seen the situation up until this point, you have, how can I explain this? It's one of those things like you live and learn, you know. It's pretty much what I'm getting. It's like up until this point, you were kind of like, you know what, this is what I want, or this is what I'm expecting, or this is what it is. And because of that, you were unable to close a cycle because it's like you are saying something, but it's like you keep going into the same thing over and over again. But in this case, it's like, you know what, just to be fair to everything, I just want to close the cycle. I just want to leave this behind me. Like, I just want to make a decision. I surrender. I give up. I don't care. Let it be what it is. And it's one of those things like you live and learn. So even though the situation is something that doesn't feel right or doesn't feel correct to you, is one of those things like, do you want to be right, or do you want to be, I don't know how to say it, like, do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? And at this point, you're like, you know what, I just want to be at peace. I just want to, like, let go of this. So even though it's not really the situation that you wanted ideally, because right here is like almost like you're just kind of like giving up in order to close this door. I think it's better to do it this way than to continuing with this cycle right here. So I just know that you want to move forward. You want to let go of something. You want to close a cycle and you want to move forward. Just leave something behind you and close all doors, all chapters. You live and learn, and all you want at this point, and this is something that is very clear to you, is that you want to move forward into something that is more promising and prosperous with the Empress energy here. Show me the Queen of Wands. Show me the Queen of Wands. You're feeling good, smelling good, looking good. I mean, the Queen of Wands is very appealing, very confident as well. Okay. Six of Cups. Who is this? The Hermit. And the Three of Wands. Huh. I think I see Taurus, this education that we have here. It's not so much about being educated, but it's almost like you have learned something, okay? The Six of Cups indicates something from the past. We could be feeling very nostalgic about this. And I see that you're introspecting about it. There is something that you're looking at, you're healing. You are looking at the past. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. Six of Cups is the past. Three of Wands is the future. The Hermit is the present. So I see the combination of all three right here, in which you are looking within, Taurus, and you're looking at memories from the past in order to heal, to introspect, to find answers and to find wisdom as you move forward into the future. And this is something that is giving you confidence. It's almost like you are putting all of those energies into one, past, present, future. So, like I said, I think I see where this education is coming from, but it's more about living and learning. Just what I was saying right here. It's like right here, you have to like surrender to something in order to close a door. And you're like, yes, you live and learn. Let's move on. It's almost like, fine, I give up on this. But you live and learn. You have learned something from your past. You're introspecting about it so you can move forward in the right direction. So I see here, this is very powerful because this Three of Wands right here is showing me something that is very potent. There is a lot that you can look forward to in the future based on that experience from the past. Okay, let's see what else is here because you have gained a lot of wisdom as well. Yes, you're not the same person that you were. Why am I thinking 8 years ago? What happened 8 years ago? I don't know why I thought about 8 years. But it doesn't matter. You're not the same person that you were 3 months ago. You're not the same person that you were 5 years ago. You're not the same person. You live and learn. You move on. You grow. You evolve. It's all about that. Okay. What else do we have here for that? For the Queen of Wands. And the thing is that you're feeling very good about this. It's like, yep. I got my lessons. I got them. I earned them. Page of Cups. 9 of Swords. And the High Priestess. Okay. I believe that you are learning as well to trust your intuition as well. I see a very small, like here we have that 9 of Swords, which is always that worry and stressing about something. But I see that you're giving that very little energy. And right here we have the High Priestess, which is about your intuition and trusting where you are going, moving forward. So I believe that this 9 of Swords, it's something that has been with you for some time, but now you're like, you know what? I'm just going to chill about this. I'm not going to give this any more energy. I don't know what it is that you left behind. But I believe that this is something that has given you in some way, shape or form, some type of like peace of mind. That sometimes it's just better to lose something or lose someone than it ever is to lose your peace of mind. I remember many years ago, I was talking to one of my sisters and I was telling her about a client that I had. And I would wake up in the middle of the night thinking about this client just because it was one of those people that you could never make happy. It was almost like impossible. Like it didn't matter. Like I could have bent backwards for this person and it just couldn't, like I couldn't make this client happy. It didn't matter what I did. And I was telling my sister, I wake up in the middle of the night thinking about it. And I mean, this client pays me well and stuff, but I'm losing my sleep. And my sister told me, there is no amount of money for losing your sleep. And sometimes it's better to let go of something or someone as long as we have that peace of mind. And I see that here with you. It's like, yes, you have to let go of something or someone. You have to close a chapter. I don't know what the chapter is. But with that, you regained your peace of mind. And it's like you can listen to your intuition now. And it's like you can be more in touch with yourself. So whatever it was that I feel like you were kind of like, I don't know if you're going through like a divorce right now. I don't know that. And you had to, I don't know what they call it, like negotiate something. I don't know if it was something like that. But at the end, you were like, you know what? As long as I can sleep at night, you can have that. As long as I can move on, you can have that. As long as I can just like move forward, you can have that. Just let's close doors. And yes, you live and learn. I'm moving on. I'm not losing. Why? Because I learned a lesson. And with that, I also gained my peace of mind. So yes, you can have the house. Yes, you can have the car. Yes, you can have the bank account. Yes, you can have that, whatever it is. But you had to surrender something in order to move on. And with that, you feel much better. Okay, let's go ahead and see this Three of Wands. So yes, I believe this education right here was just a very, very hard lesson that you had to learn. But you also learned that your peace of mind doesn't have a price tag. Show me the Three of Wands for Taurus. Sometimes I like to give personal stories because they kind of like help bring a point across. It's not the same for you, but by me sharing my story or my stories, sometimes I share more than one. It can also, you can also be like, oh yeah, that has happened to me, or yeah, that is my situation right now. Maybe not exactly the same situation, but it's almost like the same purpose, almost, you know. So let's see right here. Show me the Three of Wands. What is in the horizon? There is something out there. Queen of Cups. Seven of Wands. I had the same combination. Hold on, Taurus. I think it was, hold on, who was it? I had the same combination, Seven of Wands and Four of Coins. I believe it was for Aries. So if you do have Aries in your chart, check that out. The only difference is that instead of the Queen of Cups right here, I cannot remember, but I remember it was the same combination right here. And this right here is very strong boundaries with the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Coins to me in this means, it means just conservation or like preserving something. So I believe that you're holding very strong boundaries right here. You're being very reserved, maybe about your coin, maybe about yourself. It's like you're drawing on land. This is my side of the property, and that is your side of the property. Let's respect each other's boundaries. That's what I'm saying right here. And those boundaries very much have to do with love. Okay, so this is something that I see something in the future. It's like you're drawing boundaries with people when it comes to love in relationships. You are putting the line in the sand, just kind of saying like, this is yours and this is mine. Apologies. This is yours and this is mine. Just because I love you, it doesn't mean that I'm going to open up everything with you. This right here is very conservative, which is the Four of Coins. And this is about limitations, the Seven of Wands. So just because you love someone, it doesn't mean that you're going to share everything with that person. No, no, no. I believe that you are being very mindful of your coin, your bank account, your home, your car, your boundaries, whatever it is. And this is something that is coming into the future. So I believe, Taurus, that whatever had happened here it was something that had to do with coin, in which you said, you know what, just to close this chapter and just to be fair, even though I don't feel like I'm being, like it's being fair to me, but I'll surrender. I believe that you had to let go of a good chunk of money here. A good chunk. I don't know. Maybe you had to let go of a house, a business. I don't know. But whatever amount that is, it does not equal your peace of mind. And then right here is one of those things like, you know what? If I ever marry again, I'm going to have what is that called? A prenup. Something like that. This is very strong boundaries in love. Very strong. What else do we have here? Yes, you took a big hit here. But you know what? In all of that, Taurus, in all of this, it's like even moving into the future with that Knight of Wands, even moving into the future, Knight of Wands and the Empress, is one of those situations, Taurus, where you know how to prosper with the Empress energy. You know how to be abundant, how to grow, how to evolve. The Empress's fertility is growth. You have the potential to be the Empress, even if you had to take a loss here. It's like that energy stays with you. And you know that moving forward, you can always make up for anything that you lost. It's almost like what you also hear about, like lottery winners. Like somebody like won, let's say, like $300 million, but then 5 years down the road, they're broke again because they don't have that Empress energy. They don't have that Empress mentality. Where you also hear about people like going bankrupt, but because they have that Empress energy, in 2, 3, or 4 years, they're like millionaires once again. So that's what I see for you moving forward. Growing your coin, growing with your passion. And not only that, but you can also have that 10 of Cups in the future. Because I saw something like this into the future, not right now. Right now, it's like you're going through all of this, but this is something that can come up in the future. What else do we have for the Three of Wands? Okay. We have the Six of Coins, reciprocity, Page of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Ooh. Okay. The Six of Coins indicates generosity, which is right here. I think this reading for you, Taurus, has something to do with, I don't know if it is money or an inheritance or something like that. Okay. But the Six of Coins indicates the willingness to be generous. sharing in equal parts. This is my 50, that's your 50. But here, somebody took advantage of the situation with the Seven of Swords. And now this is something that I see with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is always something in the future. That's why you're like, I'm drawing the line. I'm being conservative. I'm not sharing what's mine. It's almost like you're saying like prenups. When it comes to like anything that has to do with money and love, prenups, right? Somebody, and I believe this is something that you're taking from the past into the future. Because you are showing me here the Page of Swords. And here is a sense of like curiosity. It's like, I don't know about this. I don't know. Whenever we see the Page of Swords, he is the first one to admit that he doesn't know what's going on. And that's why a lot of people put him into a category of being a stalker or something like that. He's not a stalker. It's just that the Page of Swords, because he doesn't know, he's observing many things. So here, I believe this is something that you're taking from the past, where somebody took advantage with that Seven of Swords of your generosity, and they ended up with the biggest. It's like you ended up with the shortest end of the stick, if that makes sense. But for your peace of mind, you were like, that's fine. Just let's close this chapter. Let's put the signature, like where do I sign, So this is one of those things that you learned. When I say this education right here, it's not like you're going to school. It's not like you're getting a certificate. It's not like you are advancing your education. No. But you have learned a life lesson. And it is not to be so generous, to take care of yourself, your assets, your finances. This right here, this whole reading is talking to me about money. I don't know in what way, shape, or form. I don't know if it is some type of like alimony, if it is that you lost a business, a house. I don't know. But I believe there was a battle, since we have justice here, and you ended up surrendering. But with that, a good chunk of money or zeros went with it. Okay. And right here is just like what you have learned, the lesson that you have learned, which has a lot to do with never again. Okay. I'm very sorry this happened. I'm very sorry. But this reading right here is very straightforward. And I see the lesson that you've learned. And I don't know if you are like very affluent, Taurus, but I do know with that Empress energy that where you set your mind with the Knight of Wands, you get to that. And you have a lot of potential with the Empress. And even if you, let's say that you were very affluent, and let's say that you ended up losing everything, you have the potential to make it grow again. So where this person right here, whoever you surrender to, just for your own peace of mind, a few years down the road, this person is not going to have anything. While you will grow, this person will not. Because they took advantage of a situation. And people like that, this is karma. Justice is karma. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. Detachment. Yeah. I couldn't tell, right? Detachment. Very cold, distant. Yeah. We have here decisions. You have to make that decision. It wasn't easy, but you have a peace of mind, and that's what matters the most. Avoidance. Yeah. I believe that you surrendered, Taurus, just to avoid any more stress, worry, headache, fees, attorney's fees, I don't know, alimony, whatever. Just like, let's just avoid anything else. I just want to close chapters and move on. Okay. Healing the inner child. I see the hermit here, which is all about healing. But I don't see that as the inner child. I see that more as the past and the healing into the future. And I explained this already. So I believe that you are learning many things about yourself at the moment. Okay. Fulfillment and wish. Yeah. I don't know what wish you have. You didn't show me that. What I do know is that you do have a lot of potential with the Empress energy. And not only that, but you also have the fuel to carry you over, to take you there. So no, you have a lot of potential here. You can grow again. You can grow again. Like I said, this person right here, whatever you had to let go of, was a situation that took advantage of your generosity. And, karma is a bitch. It is. And there's justice. Don't worry about it. And we also have the third eye, which is clarity. That would be your intuition. And like I said, now it's almost like by letting go of the stress and the worry in all of this, you can be back in touch with your intuition, because that Nine of Swords can be something that can get in the way of us and our intuition. So I believe that you did the right thing here. You're going through a process and you're also learning something for the future. Okay. So this is what I have, a little bit different, but the lessons come in many different shapes, sizes, flavors. And unfortunately for you, Taurus, because we all know how Tauruses are, this was a very unfair, I believe, financial situation. Okay. But that is the end of the reading. I hope it helps, and I hope that you find answers in this and inspiration as well. And I hope to see you soon, Taurus. Okay? Good luck to you. Take care. Bye-bye.